That's Tori, this is Patty, and that's me on our way from Argentina to Alaska in a tuk-tuk. The slow and equipped vehicle choice sure does make for a memorable experience.
This is saying next 5 kilometers only
4x4 vehicles. Well, should be interesting this. This is kind of step 1 to finding a wild camp. You got to go off-road. Phase 2 of the wild camp is scoping out the location. And we're hidden. We can like even sleep in.
That's how we're getting woken up.
I see everything I do, things I do dream. Relax. As much as Patty's like excited, so am I, because this is where we kind of prefer to be. Out in the sticks. Welcome to Chile, Patty. Welcome to Chile. Yeah, just where it's green. There's cowboys about, street dogs. Unfortunately, there's street dogs, but it's all part of the experience. Relax, come on, Patty. Come on, hey. I don't think she's ever seen 3 horses before. And I think she gets more excited when there's somebody riding the horse, not just a horse by itself. Hey. That was gorgeous. I got my bread. Camera in the hand. So left hand on the right accelerator. Sending it. And I'm getting better at understanding the Chilean style of Spanish. They're just really proud of their flag and like their country. It's really cool to see. Nice. I like it. We almost stole the Why am I going over these speed bumps in 4th? That's a great question. I'm trying to drive, eat bread, record. It's just an absolute mess, but Patty's loving it. Look at her. Hey. She's loving that the zip on the door broke. She's just always got her head out, and then other people love it too because they're seeing her and they're like, whoa, that's a dog in the back there. We're on our 2nd attempt to wild camp. We've already tried to play it sensible and ask some camping place if we can stay. They have chickens and horses and everything, and they've got a no dog policy, so yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, even if we were to stay, I'd be stressing how Patty would interact with the horse. You see her dropping around back there, how she'd interact with that, with the chickens as well, and the fact that I'm paying and potentially to keep her on a leash if that was their request. It's like, or we just don't pay and we wild camp and she's off leash and I'm happier for it as well. So we're on a dirt road, gravel road. We're on our way to like kind of the next highway. I did this on purpose. You can see on the map the thinner roads, and I wanted to see what it really like, what that kind of meant in Chile, because in Bolivia and Argentina it would definitely be dirt. This is gravel. This is kind of fancy. Patty's enjoying it, but this is kind of step 1 to finding a wild camp. You got to go off-road. This is cooked. And then you've got to find an off-road path off that off-road. You get what I mean. And then from there, it's more about just finding a space, somewhere where we're not seen. Now that we're out of desert country, we don't have the issue of being seen in plain sight. We've now got the issue of if we can find a place that's not in like just straight jungle, and especially because it's like altitude, there's like high mountains. It's like, how do we find a flat spot that has a little clearing that can't be seen for any roadside, and that we're not in a property or a national park? It's like, we'll figure it out there, but it's just wild. Tori's looking good, and so is Patty. We're in the mountains and the birds, it's just like, I don't know, man, the air's different around here, so she can feel it. So I had some legends stop and let me know that what we're doing is we're currently entering a national park. So That's gonna make wild camping quite sticky and illegal. But there's a park ranger, I believe, in 2 kilometers. They mentioned just ask him where I could camp, and he'll put me in the right direction, which is good. Frick, man. Here's me staring at what looks like the ranger's house, and I'm also staring at this. I'd love someone to come out, to be honest, to tell me this is a bad idea. So already, we're barely clearing it. We're just about to start. Hola! Oh, see, here's my thing, right? I just go and... You want to jump out, eh? You gotta stay close though, yeah? Free. So here's free, good free.
My thing is, this is saying like next 5 kilometers only
4x4 vehicles. Well,
that could be how we look in the next 5Ks.
some farmers mentioned that it does return to like tarmac. Huh. It's funny, we're just at like a 4x4 store trying to get a rope pulley. I feel like that's gonna come in handy. We'll send it, we'll see how we go. But by golly. Tuk Tory. Out the way you go, we're coming through. At least you're happy, eh? Good on you. Proud of you, as always.
Joyas de oro cargo también un camaro y ropa de marca que también portamos. Empecé de cero batallando y miren ya lo que logré. La vida es un chingo, ya me
Okay. Oh, there's a beautiful stream like on our left. Down there. Shoot, man. Chile is something. Oh my goodness. Hey, come on, loca. Good heel. Trying to use like walking commands while I'm driving a tuk-tuk. I don't know if that's helpful or not. Let's come over to help. We made it. ¿Cómo estás? Perdón, bien, bien. Estoy buscando para un lugar para acampar, ¿viste?
Para acampar por acá.
Sí.
Por ahí hay una entrada
Ah, ¿sí?
y ahí tienes la orilla del río y por acá, quizás por este lado de aquí puedes buscar hamaca, mira. O sea, yo no sé si se puede acampar oficialmente, no creo que
Sí.
haya problema,
Sí,
pero
sí.
quizás por ahí adentro tú
Sí.
sigues el camino y un poquito más allá se abre un cajoncito.
Sí,
Ahí es
por
muy
entrar
tranquilo.
acá.
Sí, hermano.
Pero
Y te puedes estacionar ahí por la orilla.
sí. The man gave the most cooked recommendation to just leave my vehicle on the side of the highway. Not really a highway, but literally on the side of this road, and for me to camp on the other side of the hole in the fence. I'm now contemplating it, it's not actually that crazy. Man, my thoughts are rumbling. It's a Saturday night. We'd be camping on Sunday, waking up, leaving without bothering anyone, the usual. It's almost sundown. It's what we might do. It's what we're gonna do. And Paddy's gonna sleep in the tuk-tuk. That's what we're gonna do. Genius. That man's a genius, hey. Legend. Never mind. Car just pulled up and I'm like, oh, maybe it's busier than I thought. It's just we hadn't seen anybody for ages when I was having a chat with those lads. So, no, we're gonna just keep on going. Driving on the highway. Or somewhat the highway, it's still that same road that just went from dirt to tarmac. Seen an abandoned house. Shoot, looks like it could be a dam. Well, at the very least, we asked them, hey, I'll get...
Relax, come on. How good does Tory look?
At the very least, I asked these guys where I could find a camp spot. I'm gonna camp here actually, because the tuk-tuk can drive up. There's no cameras. Hola. Hola, ¿cómo estás? And it's a Saturday. It's like if you're gonna wild camp, do it on a Saturday night where everyone's sleeping in Sunday, no one's doing anything. This is it. This is the spot of spots in Chile. Somebody's already like done the same. They've just done a little campfire, but they've done it in plain sight of the road, which is whack. It's like, go in a little. We found our camp for the night. You okay? You're mad at me. You're like, why didn't you take me with you? I gotta protect you. Break it. Good. Send it. Right, let's get off this road before anybody sees us. It's the quality spot. Maybe the only negative to it is this water's probably gonna go 24/7. And I'm like, probably gonna wake up during the night to use the bathroom a couple of times. But other than that, it's quite peaceful. It's almost like a man-made waterfall. I can hear cars now. One just passed us, but there's no way they can see us from the roadside. This is epic, Paddy. Phase 2 of the wild camp is scoping out the location. Just look at that, eh? What do you think, Paddy? This is something. This is something else for sure. The birds, like the serenity. And we're hidden. We can like even sleep in. The best sleep I get for some reason is in the tent without anxiety when like I know that we're safe. Yep. Happy as. This is gonna be a nice little clearing. It's like, I think they even did a barber shop here. I think that's what it is, right? That's gotta be human hair. That's whack. The new tent, hey Paddy, you like it? The Patreon and YouTube money's been like coming in a lot more, and I'm so grateful for all of that. For all just your support, and then like your views and your comments and your shares, and all means such a lot and goes such a long way. And with that, we were able to upgrade such a large amount of our equipment. And then even like me picking up these like poles that weigh absolutely nothing and setting up the new North Face tent, it's like, wow, where it's like, it makes such a difference. And even like, shout out to a buddy of mine who he left these boots in Santiago for me to come pick up, and buying like the power battery and me, like I was just setting that up before, and how it like just seeing my laptop charge when we're in the middle of nowhere, and watching that little computer screen say like you've got 10 hours of charge capacity that I could have my computer running. And like then I got the solar panel as well. It's like we are doing it, and we can really be doing it. I've got to say it just because it's like, what a day, what a day. Cheers, legends. Well, I've just set it up and I had no intention of it being yellow. I thought it was going to be grey, to be honest. But when I was looking at the pack, that was only the floor was the grey part. It's yellow. So is the Paddy. And so is the tuk-tuk. Ciao. Ciao. Yeah. Oh. Nice. That went surprisingly well. I had Paddy look like off leash, door open, just so that she can be between the tent and using the bathroom or whatever. And I was fully fast asleep. And yeah, first 2 horses came through and about 9 dogs, and she jumped out of the tent, and I was like, all right, she's all right. And then 2 seconds later, I'm like, oh, I can hear voices. But she did all right. She did all well. Like I thought she'd bark and have a go, and then
get tangled up in with the horses, but no, she did sweet. So, Patti. The guys were like, "Good morning," and that's it. We got the new. For some reason, it's yellow as well. The sleeping bag, and it did the trick. That's how we're getting woken up by 4 horsemen, cowboys, and a group of 9, 12 dogs. I don't know. That was just a lot. I was barely opening my eyes, and it was all happening. But that's the setup. Our stealth camp has been compromised, so it's best for us to get out on our way sooner rather than later.
And that's us heading back out onto the highway, ready to send a day's driving. Whoop. There we are. And maybe even get to the beach today. We'll see how we go. Hay 23 países en esa.
5 años.
Sí, un montón. I met these legends on the road, and they have like a really nice place, and they gave me this hot bread and water for the road, so I'm gonna enjoy a nice mate, and Patty's having a good time. Gracias, muchas gracias. Sí, el campero. Qué bien, gracias. No way, man, it smells incredible. How good. I'm gonna eat that down the road with mate, but no, these guys were legends. Simply just chilling out with the mate, cooking into this bread they gave me like completely free, and like the hot water obviously as well. But yeah, I don't know, you strike up the nicest conversations and meet the best people when you just ask basically, hey, where can I find some hot water? And then they say, oh, I'll give it to you, and then you just say, oh, like how much is it? And then they see that she looked at the size and was like thinking about how much to charge me. And then she saw the tuk-tuk and then the dog, and then she's like, oh, I'll give you some bread. Can I take a photo with you guys? It's like, yeah, of course. So we're just here. I won't record too much because I reckon this music's gonna copyright it, but the vibes are just starting over to the left. That's cool. We got the big red chair, and Patty's just having a snooze, having a bit of a rest. She had a good night's sleep, and then yeah, even got to have another hour extra with me in the tent, and that's when the door was open, and then we met those cowboys. So that was all really cool. But it's going well. Chilean flag chilling up there. Solar panel and everything. We've cleared some space, so at least Patty's got the whole back seat to herself. We've reorganized everything so she can fit and she's more comfortable. So damn, eh? Golly. We're having chats, just yeah. Of course, like people are just so curious, and that's cool. I like that. It's good to just, yeah, get a mate in me, get a bit of caffeine, give the tuk-tuk a rest, and yeah, Patty's just, there's other dogs around, so just Patty's just chilling the tuk-tuk. Good on you. Yeah, so I don't know how well you can see them, but Chile decided to just snow-capped mountains up in the distance. That's gorgeous, eh? We're heading south, that's for sure. Now, how good is this, eh? Just picture you're Chilean, right? And you live around here. You're about 50 kilometers from the surf capital, is what I've been told. And you're just going to have a beach day on a Sunday, which is today. Now picture you're just an Australian. Let's go to the beach, but you've got a tuk-tuk and a dog, right? It's just like, that's all we're doing, and I'm kind of excited. It's been a minute since I've seen the ocean, over a year now. So I'm keen. It's like also incredible, and to drive through these little forest towns, I guess you could call it, with this biome that we're at here in Chile. It's a nice change. It's a really good change. Oh shit, we got like a long line of cars behind us. Let me stick my head out the door. That's us. All right, we're gonna pull over to let these legends pass. So. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. I just got a glimpse of the ocean. I'll show you in a sec. Tori's been through snowy mountains, forests, rainforests, like deserts, and now we've made it to the ocean. How? I don't know.
No nací para doblarme, yo nací para guerrear.
No nací para doblarme, no nací para guerrear.
Yo crecí con los pies firmes y con mucha libertad.
Yo crecí con los pies firmes y con mucha libertad.
Y no pienso hoy perderme entre la gran sociedad.
Y no pienso hoy
That's the ocean, buddy. Holy heck.
Olvidar de mi cultura y perder mi identidad.
Pies firmes en la tierra. Pies firmes de verdad. Pies firmes en la tierra. Pies firmes de verdad.
We fully made it. That is wild. There's a bunch of horses, like for the beach riding. So you're not coming out. You got to stay here and protect the tuk-tuk if I go for a swim, all right? Look at that, eh? I remember that red flag meant like no swimming. That's why there's no one in the water. I think it's like illegal apparently. What a shame. Perdón. Rojo bandera significa no nadando.
Para baño.
Baño. No puedes nadar.
Sí.
Qué mal. Por eso nadie es nadando.
No, si igual se baña.
Ah,
Sí.
pero rojo significa que.
Que no te puedes bañar.
Ah, puedo entrar pero no así.
Sí, no hay problema.
Ok, gracias.
Ya.
¿Puedo dejar eso?
Sí.
You can't swim around and shit, but you can at least get in there enough to have a shower, because I haven't had one of them for a couple of days. Oi! No way, that's the ocean, man. How good. Oh, it's a bit chilly. I know I've got like probably 50 locals behind me watching, eh? I'm just gonna quick dip and then we're gonna get out of here. It's really cold, eh? How good. Well, that was an absolute send in the shorts and the thongs. Quick dip. Now we're ready to roll around the town just like this, just to dry off a little bit, because the only clean towel I have, I don't want to get sand and salt water all through it, because I never know when I'm next going to be at a place to wash clothes and dry them properly. Yeah, heck, Pati. Whew, like he was fresh. Woo. I always like driving along the Esplanade a little bit. How good's that? Boy, that's a vibe. That's a big vibe. That's a vibe and a half. We're here at the low-key palm trees on the left of us and dog in the back, big chillin'.
Yo testigo
Vamos 1, 2, 3, sin estrés. Muéstrame sus pasos, te cuento hasta 10 y ven. Yo sé que tú quieres moverlo sin pena, ven, sin estrés. Muéstrame sus pasos, te cuento hasta 10 y ven. Yo sé que tú quieres. Sé que tú quieres conmigo, amor, de todos esos placeres que brinda la vida y que nos hace tan feliz. Sé que tú quieres conmigo, amor, de todos esos.
I was fully rocking back and forth so hard, I just broke the seatbelt. That just came off. It was over my shoulder. I was doing these ones and it just ripped off the, I just had a zip tie hanging on for dear life the whole time, and it's finally gone. Those were ripples, man. That was some 4x4 driving. This is something else, man. That's wild. That is wild. We're out here, eh? Wow, man. Just wow. Good stuff, Patty. We made it. Right at the beach, baby. Wow, Tori looking gorgeous, man. We're just about to send it on out of here, but frick, it's a bit of a sight. Yeah, no, this is a good vibe. Reminds me a bit of home, and that's a really cool thing. How good. Patty and I had a great day. It's been awesome, and we're just cracking into the afternoon now, so yeah, it ain't done yet. But we'll see what adventures we get up to, but I think I'm just gonna enjoy it for me now. But no, that was awesome. Cheers, Chile. What a day, what a day.